Hey Joe, say hi.
Hi.
We're on the start of Saturday, day one of our trip. It's going to be awesome. Today we're going to do Calf Creek and Peekaboo and Devil's Garden and other many things.
Have
good.
we down rather than jump?
That's what I did.
Whew, that was a good little climb.
Okay. It's day 3. It's day 2 of the drive portion. We're down about 20 miles down on Hole in the Rock Road at a little place we found that used to be, I think, a cattle station. Tom's making breakfast. He's gonna make breakfast burritos for us with pork chops. Just grilling up pork chops. We're just kind of cleaning up camp, and I'm just kind of being that guy who's not, and doing video instead. Okay, here we are, me and Joe. We're on the convoy, and we're on the Hole in the Rock Road. People have said that this is a bumpy corrugated road, but I don't believe it. We're about to leave what's familiar terrain to me and go up Left-Hand Collet Canyon. The rangers tell me that it's open. The last report that I got of it in December of 2015 was that it was completely destroyed. So we're gonna go up there, and if we've got a path through, we've got a path through, and if not, we're gonna go back to Escalante and do the Smoky Mountain Road from the top. Okay, well, Left-Hand Collet, just a note, is definitely doing in and of itself.
Oh,
Very, very cool stuff.
that is neat.
Very, very cool. Very neat canyon. Left-Hand Collet Canyon, and we enter the Kaiparowits Plateau. From here, it's about 30 or 40 miles on the Smoky Mountain Road down to Lake Powell. It's a good day to be out today. Sun's out, not a cloud in the sky. Probably high 60s right now. Just beautiful. Hold on, I'll show you.
It's one of the most pretty sights that we'll see on our trip, and a place I won't forget. The sunset was incredible, and being able to see Mars and Saturn, and seeing the moon rise over Warm Creek Bay and Gunsight Buttes was a perfect cap to a fun day.
Okay, here we are. We're on Cottonwood Canyon Wash. Said goodbye to Lake Powell. And hello to the Coxcomb. This road looks to be kind of like a hole-in-the-rock road, so that's kind of a bummer. Corrugations, high speed, big wide. But I'm hoping that the actual road through the Coxcomb is a little prettier. And we'll make camp tonight at Grosvenor and do some day hikes. Kodachrome or Cottonwood Canyon or something interesting. So it's just me on my own. I'm gonna make it. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, the Coxcomb. I think they kind of speak for themselves. So I'll let them. Now, I don't actually know why these are formed, but I'm a video editor, so I'm going to explain it to you with the magic of post-production. The Coxcomb is a fold in Jurassic and Cretaceous era strata, formed during Earth's traumatic era about the same time the Rocky Mountains were formed. On one side is the Escalante Plateau, and on the other side, the Kaiparowits Plateau. And then, pressure ridges.
Okay, now I got it. It took me forever to figure out where that...
After a hike in Cottonwood Canyon Wash, we reached Grosvenor Arch, a beautiful double arch named after the father of photojournalism and first editor of National Geographic magazine, Gilbert Hovey Grosvenor.
This is Tuesday. This is our last day on the trail. Tonight we camp for the last time. Wade, in fact, is gone early tonight. We are on the road headed into Cannonville and Kodachrome Basin this morning. Looking forward to a facility. And despite how I look, I slept pretty good. This road's significantly more traveled than the other roads we've been on. Also, we're seeing a lot of heavily equipped crowd from the expo. So we've been seeing a lot of adventure bikes, we've been seeing a lot of fully prepared rigs, people who are just getting off the expo and looking for some adventure. Which is, you know, that's exciting and fun and all, but boo, I mean, this is my place and I want to be here alone. No, I'm just kidding. It hasn't been a problem at all. Except for the guy who snaked our campsite, which actually turned out to be great because we found a better one. So, that's the situation this morning. We're on our way. Crazy. Situation update. Hey, how we doing? So this is the part of the trip where I'm usually upset if something's gone wrong, the weather's moved in, or you know, we had that problem. But this Skutampa Road, which is Skutampa, not Skatumpa, turns out, is kind of turning a little blah. Still fun, still having a good time, but the charm has gone out of the road. It's kind of just it's just miles. But you know, I just saw a hawk fly by, and it's beautiful. So I can't complain. I won't. I'm enjoying life. Life is good. Here we are. This is the Hog Canyon Trail Network. We are on 104 headed to the actual trail network off John R. Flat, bombing through the sand like it ain't no thing. We're having a good old time. I'm really enjoying this. This is good adventure. Well, that sand is nice and deep and it's just kicking us around. Kiss of the slider. The finish of the trip for Wade. Tonight we camp, we eat, we go home tomorrow. I think we could go home tonight, but...
The last thing on our list was for Dan, Joe, Tom, and I to check out Coral Pink Sand Dunes State Park. It really is a beautiful place. I didn't get much video of it because I tend to not do that when I get excited about a new place. But this battleground between coniferous trees and the great sands that are rolling in as a consequence of the wind made for a really spectacular sight.
Okay, well here we are. Joe's in the driver's seat. We're on I-15, headed home. We camped last night off of some road that I don't remember the name of.
John Henry or something?
Yeah, something like John Henry Road near Coral Pink Sand Dunes. And had to do a little Boy Scouting to the campsite, clean it up. But it turned out to be a nice site. Had a good night's sleep. And this morning we got up and we drove the Mokeith Mountain Trail behind Coral Pink. And played in Coral Pink area, up and down the sand dunes. Really a neat trail. A lot of fun. Then we said goodbye to Dan. We said goodbye to Tom. He's ahead of us here. And just cruising along, about 3 hours left to go, and this trip will be all wrapped up. It was a good trip. Wouldn't you say?
Good trip. A lot of fun. A lot of good places we hiked and saw. We'll do it again anytime.
So how to wrap up a trip like this, especially in the context of other trips that I've taken. I Kokopelli or the Maze District, for example. Well, I think the key to this trip is the sense of being there. It's hard to convey in pictures that feeling. My recommendation to you is to get out on the trail and find it for yourselves.